All right, so let's create a little Angular application that will allow us to play around with the OMDB API. So let's do it on the lectures directory. I will create a directory called OMDB. And in here we'll create our Angular application. So this will be index. And in here we'll say, we'll load a couple of things here. Maybe Bootstrap, which I believe is where? Let's see. Let's where do I have Bootstrap? Oh, maybe I put it under assignments. So let me go up one, up again, assignments, then CSS, and then let's see what we have in there. There we go. We got Bootstrap in there, and this is a style sheet. Okay? Everybody okay? What else? What are we going to need here? We'll probably need Angular as well. So let's load Angular. Source. Let's go back up twice. Go down into assignments. Go down into, let's see, what do we have it? I don't see it here. Oh, is it right there? Is this vendor maybe? Oh, let's go on the vendor then. Vendor. What do we have here? We have Angular. What do we have here? We have Angular.js. Right? And we'll probably need the other one as well. We'll need the router. There we go. I think we have everything we need. And here we'll have maybe a div just to add a container around this. Just some margins around this, and this will be h1 saying OMDB API. Okay? Let me start the server and let's navigate to that page. So let's see, we can go to localhost, and this will be lectures OMDB. There we are. So we're in that page. Okay? All right, so let's create the beginnings of this little application. What we'd like to be able to do is to search by title. All right, so let's do that. Let's do that. Maybe this could be an H2. This is search by title, by movie title, right? And maybe an input field where we can type the name of the movie. Right? So maybe an input field with a class of form control, and here. And maybe a placeholder that says maybe Batman. So as an example of what we're expecting the person to type, something like that. And maybe a button underneath that says, so button, class, button, primary. And this says search. There it is. Yeah, and maybe this will be button block, so that it takes up the entire width of the screen. There we go. So there's search, and let's make sure we have a controller that goes along with this. Right. That if I click on it, it'll come back saying that we got the title. So let's add a controller to this. Well, let's create an Angular application to start off with. So let's we'll create a script, source, this will be app.js, and in app.js, let's create the app.js right here, new, JavaScript, app.js, and in here we're going to create our IFI, so this will be Angular. We'll create a module. We'll call it OMDB API. OMDB app. How's that? And for now, no dependencies. All right. Everybody okay? Okay. What else? We'll need the controller. So let's create the controller. We can create it right here. Controller. And what do we want to call it? Maybe we want to call it search controller. Let's do that. Search controller, implemented in a function of the same name. All right. This will be using the controller as attribute. So we'll declare this. Also, we'll create the init function where we can do any initialization right there. All right. All right. So we have a controller. We need to then associate that controller with the UI that's going to handle that. So here's going to be the template. We're going to say that the controller for this DOM is going to be our search controller. And we're going to refer to that controller as model here. And if we click on that button, we are going to call model.search. All right. And we'll find, I think the only thing left to do is to declare this as an application called, what do we call it? OMDB app. So if I'm calling search, let's give it a better name, search movie by title. On the controller, we'll need that event handler. So model.search control, search movie by title, implemented in a function of the same name. And we'll do an alert. Make sure that we are making it here. Yes? We're getting here. All right, so let's try this. If I reload and I click on search, all right, it comes up with that alert. All right, so we know that button is connected to the JavaScript in the controller. Everybody okay? All right, so this should be trivial. So the next thing is we'd like to be able to send the title of that movie over to the controller. Right? So let's do that. We can name the input here. We can give it a model, mg model. We'll call this movie title, and we can send that over as an argument. Yes? So that in the controller, we can then receive the title, the movie title right here, and then we can put in an alert, right, just to make sure that we can send the movie title over to the controller. Let's refresh. So whatever I type here and I click on search, notice that indeed it's echoing that title. Everybody okay? All right, excellent. So now we have the bare minimums that we need, right, to start querying the API. Right? Let's do that next.